What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the ranch. Welcome to the ranch. So glad everybody's in here. Let me see where I can get this going on. Got all kinds of room here today. What's going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sorry for being a few minutes late. Let's see. Man, I got the room all kinds of mess back here. It's one of them days where things are just what it is. There's not much more I can say about that. Anyway, welcome so much, everybody in here. I appreciate everybody making it in tonight. Monica is not here with me tonight right now. However, she should be coming in just a minute. Hang on just a second. Let me. She probably forgot about me. That happens around these parts quite often, actually. So, still trying to get set up. It's been, again, one of those days. As usual, I feel like every week that I come in here, I say it's been one of those days. Well. Look who it is.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you? Can you hear me?
I had to turn you up a little bit. Can everybody hear Monica okay? Give us a thumbs up or a 5x5. I like it a lot better without me being so, on the screen by myself because everything behind me is like an absolute,
Chaotic mess.
yeah, it looks like maybe a
You didn't even
tornado or
shut the
something
you didn't
tore
shut
through
the door
there.
behind you.
Well, I didn't really have time to go through and like straighten up the whole room before I got on because, as usual, sitting in traffic, rushing home, hurry up, eat dinner, working on a video, trying to get to a place where I get to see the love of my life.
You can we hear your sob story. But I'm glad it ended with seeing me. Oh my gosh, can you please go shut that closet right now? It's literally making me nuts. Look at all the groceries that need to be put away. Thank you. Thank you so much. Just throw a pretty quilt over it, Branton Gardner says. Hey guys. Hey, Lazy Days Ahead. Hey guys. Hey Sandy. Hi Ann. Hey Drops. How are ya?
What I don't
Branton
understand,
Gardner.
and maybe if I knew how to do I guess I'm gonna have to do the poll for myself tonight.
So you have to go onto the computer and do it because I can't do it from here. And so you'll have to go onto the computer, log in, go in as Monica, then go in as Bland's, pull it up, and then you can do the poll. Let's see who's in here. Hey James, how are you? Thanks for coming in. I know you probably already said hi to everybody.
I have
Oh,
not
there's
said
Brian.
I have not said hi because I was running behind.
Well, I was able to, while you're figuring out how to do the poll, I was able to watch the Vineyard Farmhouse last night, the entire all hour that he was on, and I watched it while I was like literally thousands of feet in the air.
Wait, you can watch it on the plane now?
When you pay for the $8 internet, you can. And let me just tell you, that $8 was worth every penny because it kept me busy. And let me just tell you, Troy Sutton. Hey, Gwen, how are you? I just saw Gwen's in here. Hey, Emma, DJ's Adventures and Beyond. Hey, um, Troy Sutton said, I'm waving to you from West Virginia when I was going over West Virginia. And I told him, I said, you need to stop waving. The air is very turbulent here. We started hitting big bumps. I was like, stop waving, Troy Sutton. Stop waving. So yeah. Oh, there's Connor. Hey Connor at Lions Inn. That's his fishing channel. Oh yeah, Brandon Gardner says she got an hour free on the plane by watching ads. I paid $8 and it was worth it. 100% worth it. The plane, boss, the plane, Miss Ann said. Fantastic. So yeah, it was really cool though. I was able to see there. I was able to sit and watch, and they kind of distracted me from all the smells and the things that were happening on the plane because people are not like when you're sitting in the middle and you're not used to sitting in the middle and you're like used to sitting on the edge or something, right? and you're stuck in the middle and you're like, people. And it wasn't like they really smelled bad. It was just like strong perfumes and like just I don't know. I couldn't just like I couldn't just like, lean into the window or something. So you better believe I've got good boarding for the next plane, the next ride.
You got to make sure. Well, you had it this time. If you would have just, clicked on the little button.
Yeah, you know what? 15 minutes or 10 minutes too late put you in C class. So I was the lower class passenger this time. But no, it was awesome. It was a good flight, and it was really cool to be able to sit and watch some friends doing some YouTube. And you can't figure it out, love?
No, it says it's not responding.
Your internet?
This computer's not been working great.
Oh, Jacob's been doing schoolwork on it, so it better be working good. So Miss Gwen is asking, and where is Miss Monica? I am actually in Maryland. I'm actually in my grandfather's space where he was living. I'm sitting in my mom's chair, my favorite chair. So comfy. So comfy. So I'm sitting in my grandmother's chair. I'm hooked up to the wall here because I have no battery left on my phone. But I am in Maryland. My grandfather, my pop, he passed away on Monday, and so I am here celebrating his life this coming weekend. So we get to meet up with family and friends tomorrow at viewings here, and then on Saturday we get to celebrate his life with a funeral. And it sounds really sad when you say celebrate with a funeral, but he loved Jesus more than anything, and he lived a legacy like it was just amazing. So we've got some beautiful pictures of him back here with his family, all the kids, and he's got some. It's this little apartment down here, so I'm kind of sitting down here. Mom said, "Why don't you go downstairs in Dad's place and go sit, turn the light on, and go down there?" So I think she's gonna try to take a nap here if I can be quiet enough. She's gonna go upstairs and take a nap. I told her she needed to go rest a little bit. But we're putting together a slideshow tonight. So we've been looking through she's been looking through pictures for hours. And I'm going to be working on that with her once I'm finished here. So thank you, Drops. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Caleb. I saw you were in here earlier, too. Miss Ann said, I usually get seated on the back row by the bathroom in the middle. That's where all the smells are, Miss Ann. Oh, thank you, Sandy. Sandy's a numbers gal. I love that so much.
I bet you do.
Well, we are not doing our live stream tomorrow for Around the Hay Bale podcast. We usually do a live stream on Fridays. I missed last Friday because I had a kind of an emergency dental procedure need to be done for one of my boys. And now this Friday I will be busy. I told them I could go live tomorrow morning. I didn't mind, but they said they would rather me spend time with my family and kind of do my thing here. So that's fine. So I like keeping some normal things. But it's been a good day. It's been a really good day. We got up and spent the day kind of hanging out, and we got to have lunch with each other, and I got to go to the store with my mom. We went to the Kohl's, and she got some nice blouses, and it was good. So
Blouses?
You got to have a nice blouse to wear to a viewing.
Is that how you pronounce it? You
Blouse.
accentuate the S, blouse?
Blouses. Should I turn it sideways? Will I be sideways? Oh, I don't like that.
You don't like the full picture?
Well, I have to hold it weird because I have to see if I can prop it.
Just hold it the other way. It's fine. When I go into the other computer, am I using the Promised Land or you?
Yes, you need to go. No, when you first log in, do me. But then when you go to the corner, go to an upper corner and change it to Bland's and then go to YouTube.
Oh my goodness, there's so many steps.
It's not. DJ's Adventures and Beyond says, I plan on doing more live streams. And plus, I have lots of trips coming soon. That's awesome. Yeah.
James, thanks so much for coming in. I don't know if we said hey to you earlier.
Yeah. Thank you so much, James. I appreciate it. Praising for a child of God that made it. Yeah. It's so cool. Hey, Dave, how are you? I was just texting your dad a few minutes ago, asking some questions. So I feel bad. My mom's been like zoned out on the computer screen, just like scrolling through pictures for a slideshow that I literally have zero idea how we're going to do. I had a YouTube video, how to make a slideshow. So I know how to do it now. So we're going to work on that and do that. But I just came back from, good job, DJs, Adventures and Beyond. My numbers have been going too. That's awesome. I just came from a baseball game, and that was fun. They lost miserably. It was a playoff game. Are you ready for this? A
Yeah.
playoff game for 12 and under. So it was a 12U game. Playoffs, first night, single elimination. There was no umpire. There was no umpire. No umpire. Hey, Miss Doris, thank you. Um, there was no umpire, and so one of the dads had to umpire. He did a terrible job.
Your
He was
dad?
no, not my dad.
Oh.
It was one of the dads. My dad's not here in Maryland. One of
Oh
the
yeah,
dads was
correct.
making all the calls, and he kept changing it. Like, not even kidding you. The one kid made it made it into second, and he was like, "Safe," and they were like, "Yes." He's like, "Oh no, I mean out. He's out. He's out. Out. Out." And I was like, "What?" He only changed his mind after our entire side was like, "What?" And he was like, "Oh no, he's out. He's out." And they were like, they started clapping. I was like, "Really?" So thank you, John and Sarah. Thank you so much. Hey, Jackie, how are ya?
Want to say hi to Miss Doris Jory, who's also in here. Jackie
Yeah.
Saylor.
Hey, Jackie.
Let's drop in. Rebecca Touched by Yarn is in here.
Hey, Miss Rebecca. Yeah. Wait, unless it's a super busy photo, I find 2 to 2.5. Wait, to a slideshow? 2.5 photos for a slideshow? Hey, Miss Denise, how are you today? I hope you're doing good. Thank you so much, Miss Rebecca. I appreciate you. Wait, oh, come on, Eric. Next, you'll tell us. Never mind. Wait, what?
All right, how do I do the
How do you do the
poll?
you have to go down and there's like a little plus or minus. It's like questions or something like that. And it should say something about poll on the like bottom
Oh yeah, I see.
underneath the comments. Yep.
Okay.
This is why you need me.
Oh, I need you. There's no doubt about that. So, for those who are just joining, Monica is joining us because she is up in Maryland now, and her grandfather passed away. And Monica and I came to a realization the other day that I guess I don't know. I guess it depends on how you want to take that, but is the fact that he was our last living grandparent.
Yes. Oh my gosh, we're that age now.
Yeah.
Just so you know, it's weird. We can see Eric's whole face. It's normally blocked by the live chat on our screen. Because yeah, it would be if you're watching it on the TV. Oh, that is so funny. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's what he looks like. Well, did you see the picture, Eric? You have your phone there?
Yeah.
Did you see the picture I sent the kids and you guys on the group chat about your the guy that I found at the baseball field? He turned his hat around backwards and everything. I said, "Oh, look." So people always get thank you, Jackie. People always get Eric's brother confused. So he posted that he took a picture with me at the baseball field tonight. Oh, you gotta put it in the screen. There you go. That's Eric's brother.
That guy, he does not look anything like me.
Seriously.
That's kind of weird. It's kind of weird seeing you next to the picture here, though.
Yeah. Well, I was like, hurry up, get a picture. Cause he goes, I said, we'll take a picture really quick and send it to the group chat. And yeah, needless to say, he turned his hat around backwards and did his tongue out just like you on that last picture we took for anniversary. So he thought it was funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, what age was he? My grandfather was 92. So he lived a very long, wonderful life. He has so many wonderful stories to tell. And the last time I got to see him was in June. We got to see him, and the kids got to see him, which was awesome. So, like, everybody got a chance to visit with him and see him and chat with him and hear stories. My soon to be daughter in law, Liberty, she got a chance to meet him and have, kind of experience him a little bit and talk to him. And that was really cool. And then even my daughter in law, Emma, she met him in January for the first, no, in April last year. And she was able to have conversations with him and meet him. And I just thought it was so special to know that. Plus, he knew he was a great great grandfather. So that made the world to me for him to know that. So even though he didn't get a chance to see the baby in person, didn't matter. He knew he was a great. So that's all that matters to me.
Drops is saying that both his parents made it almost to 90.
Oh, we've had our grandparents, quite a few of them, live pretty long.
Well, yeah.
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 Oh, Jackie. Oh yeah, Miss Doris knew my pop. Yeah, my pop was an amazing man. Oh, I talked with him a few times at church. He was a pretty cool guy.
That's right. Yeah.
Hey,
Hiking,
Kevin, how are you?
hiking with Jackie Boy is in here. My mom would have been 90 today, but no longer with us.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing too. Eric's granddad and grandma, they lived into their 90s, 94 and 92. My grandfather was 92. And so while we lost a few of our other grandparents much younger, half of them lived well into their 90s. So that's pretty cool. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's funny because I read the obituary, and I would say that I probably got, I don't know, I wouldn't say teary-eyed, but you could like feel it starting to well up when you read the story, about who your grandfather is.
You mean
He was a good man. This is a dude, though. I want to say that, and this will take the edge off of like getting teary eyed. But this is what's awesome, about family or friends who pass away, is when you have good memories. I mean, that's what lives on forever. Especially when you share them with your kids, with your
it's true.
grandkids. And our first kid, all of our kids, the first name is a biblical name. The middle name is after one of the grandparents, and our eldest.
Oh my gosh.
We were actually able to name 2 of our kids after 2 of our grandparents because we didn't know we were going to have 8. So yeah, like in 2 kids, we knocked out 4 grandparents. So
yeah,
Caleb was named. His middle name is Lawrence, which is after her grandfather's first name.
Yep.
And my grandfather's middle name. And this is a guy I was thinking about the other day. I was in the shower. The time that we went and played Rook at your grandparents' house.
Yes.
And I was just, in my mind, I was like, oh, I grew up playing Rook. I'm getting ready to smoke these old fogers. And we got up in there, and then they just wiped us across the floor. And then on top of that, then they were like old people, like low key bragging about how bad they were beating us.
Yeah.
And of course, being young, I was like, I played with different set of rules. And I'll never forget, your grandfather was like, well, tell me the rules you play with. So I told him how we played it. And he's like, oh yeah, we can play it that way too. And then they just like smashed us again.
Yeah. I think my mom actually must have played Rook in Vegas or something. She was a star. It was ridiculous. She was like low key. She was definitely a card shark. Some in former life, something. She must have definitely been a professional with that because it was ridiculous. Wait, Brian just revealed a huge truth. His first name is not Brian. We've been calling him his middle name this whole time. I feel like we don't even know him. His first name is James.
He's been living a lie.
We have been living a lie on our friendship. We have no idea who this man is. James Bryan. That's pretty cool, though. It came from both of his grandparents. That's awesome. My Uncle John fought in World War II and Korea. Wow, that's crazy. I know. Hey, Gillum Farms. How you doing, Johnny? Oh, my gosh. Johnny, I was messing with him last night because he said something. Oh, gosh, what was the word? Oh, my gosh, he said something. And it was so country. It was like a country version of country. Like it was funny. And it was great because Miss Ann was pulled up. She was up on Brian's live. Hey, Rainy Ridge, how are you guys? That's the other Eric. Eric, remember you met Eric Rainey at the meetup? He does the wood stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, okay, that's the Rainies.
That was actually one of the highlights of the meetup. I'm gonna be honest with you. So other Eric, I have a bench that I built out of homemade lumber from a tree that I cut down, and that video will be coming out soon.
Brian is the second part of a hyphenated name. He has 2 middle names. What? Hey. James Brian hyphenated name? Wow, that's crazy.
Some
Don's
people got it
Ramblings.
like
Hey,
that.
how are you? Hey, Don, did you like the fake Snickers? If you didn't, you can say no. It's fine.
For those who don't know, I actually work with this gentleman right here, and he heard on our last live about these and saw me taste testing the fake
Snickers.
Snickers. So I took him some. I am interested to find out. I got no feedback. 2 days. Now, in
He didn't
fairness,
like them.
I've been locking myself in my office, so everybody has left me alone so I can
He
do
didn't
budget
like them. He's
stuff.
just not telling you. Hey, Tish Ross, Tish Ross, Tish Ross, Tish Ross, Tish Ross, Tish Ross. Yes, I'm on game today.
I don't know. You kind of glitched out halfway through.
I did glitch out a little bit. Hey, Troy, Bar Run Forge, how are you?
That's how I feel when one of the kids give me one of them candies that are real sour, and it sets in like 2 seconds in.
You glitch out a little bit. Hey, Vineyard Farmhouse said, when's the bench video?
It's coming. I've been working on it. There's a lot of, and he knows because I watched the one that he did of the what is it called, cornhole, the one he did last year.
Yep.
And so he actually is what inspired me to do this video about the bench, and I didn't really know how to do it. I just knew I had to do it better than what he did.
Oh, there you go. She said Eric is in bed, but I do the
Are you even listening to me? If I'm trying to rag on people, you got to like at least feed into what I'm saying.
What did you say? I just read the next
Too late.
thing.
Too late.
Oh, you're messing about Brian. I love messing with Brian. Oh, he doesn't.
Oh, that's funny. She said Eric's in bed, but I do the woodwork.
Yeah.
I thought you wrote that at first. I'm like, what? What is she saying?
Oh, also, she said he does some. Oh, Don loved them. Yeah, well, your lack of feedback immediately is an indicator that what you're saying may be false.
Okay, well, here's the other thing that's a concern about this, because them is plural, right?
Which means he had more than one.
Yeah, he was supposed to eat one. I left 3 for 3 guys.
Eric, so maybe I gave you an entire bag.
Hey,
I made like 19.
That's nobody's business but mine how many you gave me.
I made 19 of them.
Don't worry about that. That's nobody's concern. Hold on.
Oh my gosh.
Now I think I got a poll. Hold on.
Okay. Yes, that was fun, Monica, being on Brian's live. Also, my grandson's name is James, named after his grandfather. Oh, that's right. You do have James. I remember that. James Hall said, as long as it's not like Ridge Life's Dozer video. I don't think I've seen that. Oh, excuse me. Still yawning. Don't worry. No matter where I'm at, still yawning. Hey, Troy. He said, on my phone, just popping in to give some love.
What's going on, Troy? Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for coming in. I appreciate you so much. I'm close to you, Troy. I'm in Maryland. I'm going to pop over to Maryland. I'm not that close. Don's Ramblings. We have all been running like fiends. Yeah. Okay. Brian said, I want to have you on my live to talk about your bench. Yeah, you need to go on his live to talk about your bench once you get the video up, Eric, so you can go discuss it.
I will.
Oh, Brian's getting a little sleepy too.
Why is everybody...
Troy said he misses you messing with him.
What is going on? Why are all these ads popping up?
Did you monetize the video?
I didn't do anything. No, it's something wrong with the computer.
Oh no, I need a computer.
I was going to put up a poll, but I don't know if it's a good poll.
Well, tell me what the poll is.
Well, what I was going to ask was, if you have something,
I won't tell anybody.
If you have something that's delicious, do you share it or not?
Or do you hoard it?
Yeah.
So you can put delicious food, ... The first option is share it. The second option is keep it for yourself.
What did you say? Delicious food?
Delicious food, ... Next question. And then the answer would be, first one would be share it.
Hold on. I got to figure out how to spell delicious first.
DELISH. Delish food. There you go. Shorten it up. Jackie said, I have 2 nephews with middle names of James, 2 different sisters, one of the name there's after mine. Oh my gosh.
What did you say? Delicious food? What? ...
Yeah, delicious food. ... Question. And Troy said, don't even. He took over a year for Ridge Life to get the Dozer video. Oh, that's funny. Hey, Nicole Smith Gardening. How are you?
Delicious food. ...
Okay, the first option would be keep it for your share it. The second one is keep it for yourself. If you can top that Eric video, Eric would be awesome. What video? The Dozer video? Oh my. Hoard it. Yes, or hoard it. Woodworking and then a pole drops. I'm gonna have to monitor you and you and Frampton Gardner. Besties. Eat the food with a stink face and say it doesn't taste very good.
There you go. The poll is up there.
Yeah. So, yeah, that should have been your third option. Fake out like it's no good.
So that's what I was getting at. So I'm sorry. It's hard working here by myself. So I got to
Hi,
scroll
Rick.
down.
How are you?
But
I like it.
no, what I was getting at with that is because, like you said, you made 19 of them things. That's nobody's business. They only need one. If they like it, they can go make it. That's what I say.
Yes, I agree, Don. That is an agreement. If you can get Tammy to share her Oreo cookie cheesecake recipe or Oreo cookie cheesecake with us, yes, you may be forgiven. We will accept bribery. Are they putting you to sleep too, Brian? Oh man, we're putting them to sleep. Oh well. There's no share it. There's no share it, Eric.
No, they're
What
going to
was your
have
first option?
to keep it for yourself, or oh wait a minute, keep
Eric.
I put keep it for yourself or hoard it. Those are the only two options.
Well, I guess we all know what Eric's option is. Yeah,
Hold
Jackie,
on.
he doesn't believe in sharing. You can't change it. It's done.
No, I just ended it. I ended the poll because you can't. How do you do that? That was not.
What did I miss, Johnny? Fell asleep. Yeah, well, Eric was trying to make a poll and he didn't make it very good. Yeah, I was going to ask everybody how they did after those storms. Did you really? Oh my gosh. We lost some stuff. I'm trying to make a video, putting a video together on some stuff that we had. He said all of the above. We lost the roof of our pig pen, one of our pig pens. That just flipped completely upside down. We lost quite a few limbs off of our trees. We've got a lot going on at the house. There was a lot of tree limbs that could have caused a lot more mess than they did. Thankfully, they didn't. Our brand new trampoline poles that we just got for our trampoline were completely ruined.
The poll is out there now.
Oh, there you go. Rebecca said, Eric, that is exactly the same, and I am not a hoarder, and I would share.
All right, I put share on there now. I promise.
There you go. And Rochelle was trying to say ding dong, but she said digidong.
Can you do that again?
She said digidong. Why did you go off of it? I'm trying to go on it.
I can't right now. Honestly, I'm not doing anything, and it's changing. Look, did you see my hands were up?
Oh my gosh, Eric, it's me. I'm doing it.
How are you doing? Oh, you're a moron. Why are you messing with me like that? I'm sitting over here trying to figure out why stuff is. Well, why weren't you changing it while we were talking earlier?
I was. I was trying to highlight comments and you were just doing your thing.
Look, I'm over here. I'm trying to like play it cool off key. Look, I got the mouse taken apart because I'm trying to figure out what in the world's going on. And you're messing with me the whole time. Thank you, man.
Oh no, guys. Yeah, Drop said it got the neighbors just north of us. I looked at the poll and thought, isn't that the same thing? But hey, I do worse. Oh my gosh.
I had to check the poll to make sure I checked again. So there's only 12 votes in there. If you have good, delicious food or snacks, are you willing to share it or are you going to hoard it? That's the question.
Johnny, just go back to sleep. It's fine. You're missing all the good stuff. That's what you're doing. You're missing all the good stuff. Sandy's just laughing at us now.
So anyway, so yeah, that video turned out pretty good over there. The collaborative effort you did. We dropped that video on Thursday. I thought it turned out pretty good.
We actually dropped it last Friday on our anniversary.
Okay, Thursday, Friday, it's all the same.
Yeah, I dropped it in the morning because it was a collaboration. I did it in the morning. So yeah.
Okay.
So Jackie, are you talking about where I am? I'm actually in Maryland right now, Jackie. I flew into Maryland last night, pretty late in the evening, got in pretty late, and I've been in Maryland for like I said, last night. And then I'll be here until Wednesday. So I am hanging out here with my mom, and my sister is still driving. So if you keep my sister in your prayers, keep Mindy in your prayers and her kids and her husband. They are still in. They just got out of Lynchburg, Virginia about 30 minutes ago. They're not going to get in until after 1 because they ended up stopping at a friend's house. They surprised him on his birthday. They had no idea it was his birthday, and they were able to surprise him. So that was pretty cool. So I've just been hanging out with my mom. I managed to kind of get her out of her comfort zone a little bit, and we went out and hung out a little bit. We got some lovely lunch. We had pizza and salad. It was delicious. And so we ate pretty late. We were walking through Kohl's and I was starting to get a little dizzy, and I couldn't figure out why I was getting like a vertigo, like dizzy. And I didn't say anything to my mom, but I was like, I had to hold on to one of the racks because I was like, what is wrong with me? Well, I realized it was 3:45 and I hadn't had anything but a bottle of water all day. Oh, who be screaming in the house?
Everybody's here playing games.
Oh, Garrett and Abby and Liberty.
Oh, Thunderstick said, I see the engines didn't putter out over West Virginia.
They didn't, Bo, and I made it. I made it in. Yeah, because I was getting some serious turbulence, and I'm like, hey guys. And so it was funny because I was watching them talk on Brian's live, and it was kind of keeping me. I don't get nervous on planes, but I got wigged out when I got on this plane yesterday, and I didn't like it because it was so full of people, and I just felt really uncomfortable. And so I like stopped and I prayed, and I don't normally get like I don't really feel uncomfortable in planes. I don't mind. And it just felt really uncomfortable and I didn't like it. And so I just really started praying. And so I was joking with them on the Vineyard Farmhouse last night. I was like, well, I guess if I go down, I'd rather go down in the hills of West Virginia than in the streets of DC. So
Amen to that, sister.
yeah. So, but yeah, they kept asking. Brian was like, "Where are you now?" And I'm like, I was over." So I went over Nashville when I was watching them, and then they kind of went off like right before I got in. So it was really nice. It was a really good distraction. So yeah, it was nice. Yeah, hit the
Yeah.
light button. Hit the light button, people. The one that turns the light on and off. I meant the farm, so I'll know if tornadoes are near you. To heck with you. To heck with y'all.
Wow.
Sorry, Jackie.
Wow. She's just trying to support us and watch out for us. And man,
She's like, forget it. You're done. I'm done with you.
you're
I'm
on
leaving.
your
I'm
own.
out. Gone.
I actually hope a tornado comes your way.
Yeah, she's wishing them on us now. So, Jackie, we actually live north of Terrell. So, if you see something coming towards Terrell, we're a little bit north of Terrell, Texas, which is north in the Dallas area, not the county down south, but in the town of Terrell. So, if you're looking at Terrell, Texas, we're a little bit north of Terrell. So, that's kind of the bigger town that we're by.
Sandy's really just drilling in on these numbers.
Sandy, no, we don't. We actually from 10/1/23. Oh yeah, that's a lot. We have over 13.6 million views total on our channel as of right now. I checked it earlier. I was talking to mom. So yeah, I was pretty excited. Yeah, see, look, Brian said he had the gurney ready and everything. I told him if I came down, he said, "Hey, if you come down over this area, would you come visit me?" I said, "Yeah, I'll try to crawl my lifeless body to you so you can put me." I said, "You can build my casket for me and then send me back to Texas." He said, "I'll bring the gurney." Don't go down in Southwest Nashville; it floods. Yeah, I can swim, so I think I'd be okay. So. She said, I meant to type check in with y'all. My eyes are shut this late. Oh, she didn't mean to be mean about it. She was trying to be nice. Oh my gosh.
So I was going to ask that while we had everybody in the chat I was going to ask what's the scariest moment that they had on a plane?
You have one?
No. I mean, I've never really had, but I asked that question because I've heard people tell stories where the engine stops working in mid-flight. Or yeah.
Okay, I have to fly home still.
Yeah, that's why I want to ask the question now.
So the worst, I think probably one of the worst flights I've ever been on. Oh no, Brian said when the interior was creaking a lot. Okay. So
man, I was trying to put up 2 doves, bees and gardens that hit 2,500 today.
I know, I gave him a thumbs up.
You're just ripping it off of them and going over to Brian.
Well, no, Brian said when the interior was creaking a lot, it was so crazy. I heard a little bit of like some noises in the very beginning when it was like leaving, and I'm like, yo, this is not good. Put my earbuds in. I was like, put them in real tight. And there was like a baby screaming like 2 aisles up. I was like, no. And apparently there was some lady on there giving the poor mom had 3 little kids. They must have been 3 kids, all under 6. And I'm like, come on, dude. That's not her fault. She's flying. Like, not everybody has somebody to come with them. Like,
Yeah.
give her a break. But there was this one lady being mean about it. She was like, I didn't pay all this money for my ticket just to hear babies screaming the whole way. I was like, what? Terrible.
Well, I'll be honest with you. Like, I would agree and understand that what the lady's saying, because I don't want to sit there and listen to a baby cry either. But you definitely try to sit there and take in consideration, what the baby's going through, or trying to take care of them or whatever. I think what's more intolerable, is that the right? Can I say it like that?
Yeah.
What it is, people with like bad body odor. Bro, when you're like shoulder to shoulder, just throw some deodorant on. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I mean, save the planet. You don't need to try to burn it up while you're trying to fly. You know what I mean?
It's true. Hey, Grace and Fire, Glenda, how are you? Okay, so read some of these comments, Eric. So
All right. Well, I gotta scroll up. You're messing with my stuff now.
I'm fine.
My dad had some pretty scary stories from bush pilots in Alaska. I believe that. I've heard stories about that.
Wait,
My
real
scariest
quick.
time on the
Wait.
plane.
She's prequeling. She doesn't have a scary time yet. She's never been through it. She's telling you it will be.
Who?
So,
Oh,
Jackie,
my scariest time on a plane will be on
will
August.
be from Pensacola to Seattle to go my Alaskan cruise.
Is she like a future teller or something? Like, what's up with that?
She's already ready. She's like, it's going to be the scariest, worst ever.
And I've heard that too about like prop planes and whatnot, puddle jumpers, that they can be a bit rough or whatever.
She's so gross. That's the truth. People do forget what it's like to raise children or never have. And like, it was like an older person. I'm like, get a grip, lady. Put some earbuds in. I know you have headphones or something. You brought something. She said, riding in a senator's private prop plane. He was flying me home from Sir Grace's medical treatment in a different state. I kept hoping he was having a good day. We made it. I'm here. LOL. Oh my gosh.
Wow. People forget what it's like to raise children.
I already read that one.
Oh yeah.
Wait. He said,
can we read them in order? Why you gotta be like jumping around so much? Sometimes Sandy says sometimes kids' ears hurt when flying. That's true, because they got a pop.
Yep.
All right. I've got lots of airplane stories, like the time I watched a truck back into the wing of a plane I was sitting in and continue with the flight.
No.
Man, I'd be like asking everybody. I'm like, hey, this guy hit, right? I just saw it happen. Do you need to go check things out?
Let's see. My scariest really bad turbulence in a small airplane flying from North New Zealand to South New Zealand, I guess. And it was way too close to a plane taking off at the same time. We were shaking around in there.
Wow.
Jackie said, it will be my first time flying. I'm already having anxiety about it. Stop making fun of her, Eric.
I'm not making fun of her.
I'm not either.
My uncle took off with a bush plane with a bunch of his. Wait, what? My uncle took off with a bush plane with a bunch of his buddies. Like, he stole it?
He stole it. He was like, I'm taking this. I'm going.
Yeah, I need this.
Sounds like a Final Destination story. Might as well stay on the plane.
That's funny.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, it's funny because, in the old days, I feel like the planes were always packed. Now they're able to not have to necessarily pack them every time. And
it was packed yesterday.
Well, all my traveling I did back during COVID, it was never packed. And of course, they didn't want to pack them because they didn't want anybody to sit or even near anyone. And I wasn't complaining. That was the best ever, because I didn't have to really worry about sharing anything, man. I'd put the little tray down beside me, put all my stuff over there, look at the other person like, you want half of it? And if they didn't show any kind of interest or just ignored me, I was like, dude, I'm setting up camp. I look like a stinking homeless person, man. I took the center seat. I laid all my stuff out, got my headphones out, put the Bible out, my laptop, whatever I'm working with, it's out there.
Well, yesterday's flight was so busy because they had that storm come through. So I think I said that already, that everybody's flights were canceled the day before. So everything was rescheduled to yesterday. So they had everybody was flying out on one day. It was ridiculous.
Oh, this is pretty cool. Drops is saying that his dad would just basically ask him, like, "You want to fly to Germany with me?" Like, okay,
What? That's awesome.
yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
That
He
would
was a
be
logger in Alaska, and they wanted to go to the bar. Okay, that's how you do it. Jump on an airplane and go.
okay. What Glenda say?
All right, the worst was flying to England the day after planes could fly after 9/11. The pilot couldn't see the runway and pulled straight back up into the sky. Didn't know if bad guys took over. Didn't realize it.
Ended up. Oh, there it is. Going to Gatwick and sat on the tarmac for 7 hours. Flight was only 6 hours. I had 3 littles with us. What?
Wow.
That's rough.
I love a full row and lay down. I never tried that. I should do that next time.
Thank you, Sandy, so much. Thank you for coming in here. Bye. We love you.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Drunk bush pilots, even better.
Oh, that's hilarious. Don said a long time ago we were landing in a really strong crosswind and the plane was braking really hard and shifting from right to left really far. While reversing engine braking, it felt like we would roll over. Oh my gosh. Well, I think the worst experience I've ever had, it wasn't really that bad. I mean, I'm super thankful anytime I am able to get on a plane and go somewhere because that means that we were blessed enough to have the finances to get me there. I was on my way back from Ohio from a convention a couple years ago, and I was on that plane and we had already been delayed several hours. And so it was like already midnight. It was pretty rough. And we were exhausted. And because we had already been delayed several hours, like during that day, we had a layover somewhere else. And we ended up my friend and I had to go to the very back of the plane. And we sat 2 rows in front of the bathroom. And I don't know what these people ate. I don't know what I feel like you shouldn't be allowed to eat certain foods like before you get on the plane because we had laid over somewhere where there was like a Mexican restaurant or something. Somebody was eating beans. I don't know what they were eating, but it was bad news. And it wasn't just one person. There was like 2 or 3 people that went back to that bathroom and blew it up. And it was so bad. You could smell the stench wafting from underneath the door. And it wasn't like when they opened the door up, they were like, and open it. No, it was like coming out, like just seeping out. And my friend and I just sat there and we were just laughing.
Seeping out from underneath the door?
Yes, we were cackling. We were laughing so hard at the stench. But the bad thing is when you're laughing so hard, what do? You're like, and then you breathe it in. So we were like, like in our shirts. It was awful and funny and then awful again. It was terrible. Terrible.
Yeah, you would figure like on an airplane, they would definitely find a way to exhaust that out the backside.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. They should have like turbo exhaust. I don't know.
Give them a window for crying out loud.
Don said a long time ago we're landing a strong car. Oh, he saw one. And then and he finished it. What was that one?
Then there was a time I took off on an aircraft carrier catapult launch as a passenger.
What?
Not sure which was scarier.
That you did to yourself. James said Taco Bell. They have Taco Bell before. When I was Q8, I think that might have been 8. When I was 8.
When I was year 8 in my life.
When I was 8 years of age, I was on a long flight back from Italy, and the lady in front of me had 2 little kids. She fell asleep and me and the other people in the row had to entertain the kids. I wonder if she was like 28 or if Q8 is a special like code for 38 or 28. Like she doesn't say the letter. She's saying the letter instead of the name, like the number.
It's probably a Canadian thing.
It could be. Or it could be Alaskan.
It's probably Canadian. My dad says my dad flew helicopters or helos. I think that's what helicopter. I can't see it now. Oh, he asked me if we were high enough off the ground. I said no. He dropped the helo 150 feet in a second. It scared me.
Yeah. Yeah. Thunderstick Bowen said, before Eric lulls us to sleep, I got a question. Should I heart and like the hater comments and leave them or delete them? Never dealt with a hate until I started spreading the word. Oh. Well, in my opinion, if you get people that are hating on you, I think it depends. So I like to respond to all the comments as long as they don't have cuss words in them. If you put foul language on our page, you're going to be deleted for the most part. If we find cuss words, if we find comments that have foul language and curse words, we delete it. I will have a conversation. I like taco smell, but I do, Bowen, have conversations with people. And I have found that sometimes it does turn out well. Other times it doesn't. So I feel like it's how much energy you want to put into
Wait a
those
minute.
comments.
How is Brampton? How is this little kid lost on an airplane?
He's on an airplane. He can't go far.
Let that joker free roam. That's what I'm saying.
He's a free range airplane kid.
Yeah. Whoa,
Hey,
whoa, whoa.
Jen.
Who is this?
Oh, 18, you morons.
She was talking to you.
So I keep taking my glasses on and off because I see better up close when it's off. But usually I have them on because the computer screen's further away. But this time it's better for me to be like right here. So
I want to speak to Rochelle for a minute. I feel like she's angry at herself and she's taking it out on us. There's no way in the world we're supposed to know that Q8 is 18. There's no way we're supposed to know that. So I feel like this is something a little bit deeper.
Eric, I need you to look at your phone really quick. Or I need you to look at the computer. Look at the computer and tell me where the Q is in relation to the numbers.
It's right below the 1.
Okay, we should have known that.
Well, it's also shared with the 2. Okay, so
she could have been 20.
How about she just actually select the correct letter next time or number, and then we don't have to pick with her.
And right there, Jack figured it out. Boom.
I don't even know what that's supposed to mean.
She said it was probably 18 since Q is below the 1. She just forgot the C. Her C finger is broken. Hey, Heather, how are ya?
I'm putting my mouse back together now that I know you were messing with me.
What?
So I'm putting my mouse back together now that I know you were messing with me.
More not I, Monica. Wait, what? Hey, Ryan, how are you? Good to see you in here. See? She is a detective.
So I wanted to bring this up, especially you kind of brought it up with the airplanes and, how packed they were because of the storms here. I just wanted to say that, these storms that came through on Tuesday, man, them things were the real deal, because I'll let these folks know, the story, but I was up. I was ready to get to work. I got a lot of stuff going on at work right now, so I had to get there. And anyway, so I gave Monica a kiss goodbye. When I kissed her and she woke up and looked at her phone, she realized she had a text from 2 of my sister-in-laws saying, "Hey, you got a storm coming like directly at you." And so, of course, she was like, "Well, you can't go to work." And I was like, "No, I'm going to go ahead and go to work." I said, I got to go to work. So I started heading out that way. And, of course, I'm listening to Monica. And she's like, "Well, let me at least look first." I put the stuff in the car. And when I did that, like the sky lit up like really, really bright, like it was right overhead. And, when it gets that bright, you just kind of like freeze. You don't move. You don't walk. You don't do nothing because it's just so bright.
Yeah.
And so that happened. Then all of a sudden it just went boom, 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 boom. And I was like thinking to myself, I'm like, I think I'm going to go inside and figure out what kind of storm this is. But we definitely had some what do they call them, winds?
Straight line winds. Derecho.
Okay.
She's no longer naked. She has her Promised Land Ranch shirt.
But anyway, yeah. So, it was.
Hi, Heather, by the way. I think I said hi, but just in case.
It was crazy to see because some of our new trees are almost folded in half because of how strong the wind was. What?
Out back?
No, the new one right out front. Yeah.
The one right there by the cars?
It was folded like this when the wind was going through. I was surprised it didn't snap in half. The kids were like, "Did you see the tree?" So anyway, that happened. Our ranch sign got ripped off. We had
the Emu playpen got destroyed.
Monica said something about limbs being broken, but these were not limbs. They were branches. The ones that are probably about 6 inches in diameter. What?
What is the definition between a limb and a branch? What defines a limb versus a branch, though? That's what I need to know.
A limb is something that is like smaller, and a branch is something that's bigger.
Bigger than what? Bigger than your face?
Bigger than your head.
Well, that's not okay.
You got no comeback on that one, do you?
I mean, like literally though, like what defines big and small? You're looking up on your phone.
I'm going to look up the actual definition since Jesse isn't in here.
I know. Hey, Jake, how are ya? A limb per drops is 4 inches or less. Oh my gosh, he's voice texting. He's asking Siri now the difference between a limb and a branch. A limb can't kill you. A branch can kill you. A limb can kill you if you sharpen it down to be a really sharp point and you stab somebody with it. Just saying. Also, I have morbid mind. Sorry. I have a comeback. She said.
Let's just say that Merriam-Webster is too brainy. I can't even get a straight answer out of it for what a branch is.
Jackie said a limb is 1 inch, a branch is 4 inches or greater, or 4 inches in general. So basically, 4 inches or less is a limb. 4 inches or greater is a branch. I would say limb is bigger because it comes off the main stalk of the tree.
Oh, really? Who said that?
Brian from Vineyard Farmhouse.
Okay.
Fallen branch in our yard is bigger than many trees. Brampton Gardner.
Anyway, so yeah, the
True.
You know, and then the other part was the big the roof on the pig pen that got flipped over, and Monica's putting together a stellar video that will come out soon about all the damage here. But you know, this kind of goes back to some of the conversation we had before about
I think so, Don.
Limb and branch are the same argument as dinner
and supper. I think so.
Yeah, right. Twig. Yeah, twig. A few limbs short of a forest.
Is it forest or forest?
Oh boy. Pecan tree in our yard is almost 6 feet wide at the trunk. Holy smokes.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Well, anyway, awesome. But we had some friends that were impacted. They think that they may have seen a tornado come through there. They actually had like a windmill that got folded over.
Yeah.
Which is pretty crazy. That's a very strong gust of wind.
Yeah, it was bad. But thankfully, they didn't lose a lot of animals. They had a few animal loss, which was not good. But when you prune a tree, you say you limb it up.
That's true. That's true.
You say that?
Hold on. I'm trying to translate Jackie's statement. I mean, I know she's got tired eyes and they're watering like crazy. Forest, she's trying to tell us how to pronounce it.
It's forest, not forest. See? You're making fun. Jackie's never coming back because you're messing with her. That's it. It's done.
Well, the good thing is she's in for the long haul tonight because she can't see the close button.
But she's actually, she'll be trying to close us out. She's like, I'm out of here. And then she's like, I can't exit. My eyes are too watery, guys. It's not funny, but I can't see to get out of here. So now I'm stuck watching these dummies. No, wait. A twig is a kindling for the fire. Anything else is a branch over 4 inches. Yeah, are we talking about like the length?
Jackie left.
She gone. She said bye. Oh, Jackie, don't leave.
I hope you're proud of yourself, Monica.
Run, Far East, run.
Yeah, I didn't define log.
I love Jackie. I left a smart butt comment. We'll see where this goes. Wait, where did you leave?
On his video, I think.
Oh, on the other comment. Oh, see, if you leave a smart comment back, it's not really a smart comment, but a smart comment that doesn't always come out well. It's a phonetic, she said. Jackie's gone. Is it hoof or roof or hoof and roof? Log is off the tree. That's okay. That's okay, Heather. Thank you for being in here. Oh, Jackie said, "LOL, I didn't leave." Jackie, you have become the target of our jesting or joking tonight. Our jokes. Poor
There goes
Jackie.
Don's going big brain now.
Buck a tree. I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, buck a tree is where you limit. You're taking all the limbs off, so it's
Those
just the
do
trunk.
not rhyme. I moved the log. I was going to whittle that kayak out of today. Oh, nice. I saw your kayak wooden kayak video where you're short. They started it anyhow, back to the trees. Yeah, Jackie's our punching bag tonight. Poor Jackie. Oh my gosh. Oh. It all started because of her predisposed fear of flying when she already decided that next year in August will be the worst flight she's ever had.
Yeah.
And maybe the only one she's at. Well, she's got to fly back. So, Jackie, quick question. Do you think the flight going to the trip or coming home from the trip is going to be worse? Because I would think personally that the trip coming home would be more sad and like, ugh, and angsty than going there. Because then you got to go back home to life. Right?
Well, I mean, I think that I don't know. I don't know how to answer that because if it's bad on the way up, it's going to be even worse on the way back.
But it may not even be bad. It's going to be beautiful. I'm going to be praying now and for the next year that this is like literally the best experience she's ever had. And so she's going to be like, man, those Blands were right. It was a great experience.
Yeah.
But then on the way home, I'm joking. I was going to say I was going to pray for bumpiness so she can know what a real bad flight is. So she's got a good story to tell. No, not at all.
We need somebody to contribute on the live next time.
So after you get back from your Alaskan flight next year, we're going to need you to come up here and describe how terrible your flight was. Notice most commercial flights are done by a computer. I'm sorry, what? What?
Yeah, I don't know what to say about that.
Say that what? Because I'm interesting. Yul Gibbons did say that many parts of a tree are edible.
I don't know.
Drop said most of the commercial airlines have 3 computers on board to fly.
But there's still a pilot there.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I should.
I'm thinking the first flight will be the scariest because I'll already have the first one under my belt.
Okay. That's acceptable answer. I will accept that. I will. I like that. So that's why it's going to be the scariest. So she's not saying like it's the worst already. She's just saying it's going to be the scariest because she's nervous about it.
Yeah. It's okay.
So it may not even be a bad experience. It may be like the most amazing experience. And she's going to be like, dude, I was scared, but I didn't pee my pants, so it's fine.
Yeah. Okay. So
just don't sit next to the toilet area, okay, Jackie? Just saying.
All right. So our poll right now is 65% people share their delicious food and or snacks.
There's a lot of really nice people.
There is. I thought that most moms hid their food so that the kids didn't steal it all.
Probably, but they're still not going to admit that they don't share. Just saying.
I see. All right.
Not according to the airport disaster. Shows my husband watches. He always watches user error. Good. User area. That's not funny. The pilots don't fly the plane. They're just there to take off and land because GPS can be off.
I need one of those for my car.
Jackie Sailor, you're going to be too skinny to fly in the front, honey. They're going to be like, no, you look like you're fine. Just go sit in the back. And you're going to be like, no, I want to sit up in the front. I need to sit up in the front. And they'll be like, no, little miss, go to the back.
All right. Andale is clearly not watching us live.
The toilet does have smells. I just said something. No, because I said something about Jackie not getting a back seat, remember?
Oh, I see. Okay. I thought she was still 30 minutes behind us.
Glenda said, I'm not nice. I hid mine in the bathroom cabinet because my kids are taller than me. Nobody looks low for the good stuff. Just saying.
Remember when Caleb lived here because of how tall he was? He would take everything and just put it like way up on the top shelf.
Yep.
I remember he did that with something, and I'm like, bro, you're not going to hide that from me. I have no problem getting it.
Hey, Ann Dale's got it figured out right here.
Oh, I see. I see. She's controlling it. It's like the Communist Party over there.
She said, I did have my hands full, but I'm here, by the way. She was watching live, Eric.
Oh,
How
I
dare you question
apologize.
Miss Ann Dale?
It wasn't a question. I apologize.
Yeah, accusations need to stop. Oh, Jackie, yes, use the bad knee thing. I have bad knees and have to be able to move my legs due to back nerves being pinched. Go for it, girl. I would say use that and be like, I need a front seat.
Yeah,
I need a
that's what you
front
got to
seat.
do.
You'll be like, even though I'm all skinny and cute, I need a front seat because my knees are bad.
Rochelle's saying that her daughter and her husband are the ones that hide everything around the house. Glenda says, my youngest tried that once, and I reminded him of his position in his family. Don't mess with a fierce mama.
That's fantastic. By the way, Rochelle said earlier, don't pick the last row or the front row in front of the emergency exits. They don't recline. I always feel bad though. We're trying to recline in the airplane because I feel like it's going to like mess with the people behind me.
Look, I don't care about the reclining because it only reclines like 2 inches back. It doesn't matter. But if you're in the exit seat or the exit aisle piece, dude, for me, I can stretch my legs out and it is a delight.
I remember flying next to you last April. You sat in that seat and you were like putting your legs all forward. Good night, John and Sarah. Thank you so much for coming in. Now the grandbaby, I share everything Glenda says.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Jackie, that'll get you in, girl. The Walker will do it. Bad knees, Walker, you're in. First, second row. You're good. Yeah. Although, here's what I thought was really funny. They were announcing that people needed to get out of the plane. They were saying, okay, we can, leave the plane now. You can get off. We're here. You can get ready to start, exiting the flight. And then they said, the wheelchairs are not here yet. If you cannot walk and you need a wheelchair, please let us know. Then they paused and they said, is there anybody in the back of the plane that needs a wheelchair that cannot walk? And I was like, yo, how did they get to the back of the plane without a wheelchair? Because they can't walk. Did these people just roll down there? Did somebody carry their lifeless body and then dump them into a seat near the bathroom? Like, how did that happen? Were they backpacking it? They were like, get on my back. I'm going to carry you to the back so you can sit by the restroom. Like, how does that happen? Like, why are you asking people that needed a wheelchair? You can't put a wheelchair between the aisles. Like, yeah. How does that even happen? It doesn't make any sense.
You know what I want to know? I want to understand why Drops hates midgets.
I think he meant he hates the seats.
We try to make everybody feel welcome here, Drops.
I agree. Oh, there you go. Yeah. And she said, Glenda says, reach out to the airlines and let them know your needs. TSA, they'll help. Yeah, that's good, Jackie. You'll be fine. Oh my gosh, you're going to sit in the front. It's going to be great. It's going to be a great flight. They might have gotten on with the airplane transport wheelchair. Yeah, but how are they in the back? How are they in the back?
Let me tell you something, though. When you got them people that ride you from one gate to the next, man, them guys are cruising.
Yeah. They have one that fits. Do they, though? My butt barely fits when I'm standing up straight and walking this way. I mean, my hips be hitting the seats sometimes. I'd be ping-ponging it. So, just saying. Some flights get tight, and you're like, why are my hips banging into these seats? You're like, bunk, 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 bunk. And when people are sitting in the seats, it's worse. Like, if it's empty aisle, I can get out, no trouble. My thighs don't skim nothing. But I'm going to tell you right now, when I'm walking in there and people just like lounging on the edge, yeah, my thick thighs be just bunk, 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 all the way to the back. I'm like, I'm sorry, y'all. You should not let big people check in last.
Drops try and justify that he's got a.
That's not midget. It's 4'9" Drops, just so you know. They do board the wheelchair people first. But how do they get them all the way to the back, Glenda? They just drop them off. They just roll them down the back and then just go bloop. That's not fair. Also, they board the service dog handlers first, too. Just saying. I love flying with Sir Grace. Not going to lie. Yeah, I was going to say, you be getting in there with your husband. You're like, I'm with him. He needs me. He needs me to find the best seats possible. My hips aren't the problem. I hate bumping into people's heads with my boobs. Oh my gosh. Roll
Can,
what down?
wait,
I have a
can
cruise agent on it. I also have the gate to get a ride from the front airport to get. That's good. That's good.
I
Roll them
mean
down. They
over
just
to
roll them down the aisle. They just push them in the little mini half wheelchairs. Or like, go on down.
back to Brampton for a second here. Why? I mean, can she not control that? I don't.
She said, so awkward.
Huh?
She said, so awkward.
She's just.
Drops, we're not getting you on this one. You're not married to a midget, just so you know. My friend is 4'9", and legally that means she is a mini person, 4'9". And she says, and when I get the cruise, I need to have a cart to ship to get the, I need to have a cart and ship. Wait, I need to have a cart to ship to get electric scooter.
James is just trying to hold his tongue right now. There is a lot of opportunities here. I'm with.
Grace, Glenda said, yes, I do, Monica, and I request bulkhead seating. I mean, the dog is a big boy. We need an extra leg room. She's like, hi, my husband, service dog, everything. They need me. We need to get on right now. Glenda's like, let's go. P.S. You don't see any of these snacks I'm bringing on, okay? These are my snacks. Oh my gosh. Oh, look, Drop said it. 6'2", hard to get in her car. The plane taking off would take care of that. It would just roll anybody that's in the wheelchair down. Like I understand that they need but I just thought that most of the time they put the wheelchair people in the front. Like, Glenda, are you telling me that? Yeah, she said, not gonna lie, you sounded just like me. I'm dying. Okay, seriously though, Glenda, do they not just be like, okay, if you need a wheelchair, you're gonna stay in the front area? Or they like literally let you go on at the last minute, like, or roll them down that way? No, they let them on priority, so you get heavier. You get like not heavier seats, like front seats, like the most important seats, right? You get the ones in the very front, so it's easier for you to exit. I'm just trying to think, what in the world? Why would there be anyone in the very back that cannot walk? Like, that makes no sense to me. They would be like, hi, I know I have trouble walking, but could you push me to the very back of the plane? I want to be way back there.
By the
That doesn't make
bathroom.
sense. For real, they just wheel them down the aisle. They don't care. They're like, no, you are in seat 850. You sit where you sit, sir. I don't care if you work or not. Their assigned seat. That's crazy. See, Southwest is my jam right now because you get in the front, you got priority boarding. If you're in a wheelchair, there you go, boom. The back of the plane is the safest. Not if people are blowing up that bathroom. Yeah, Glenda, that's rough. Connor said you should just learn how to fly the plane. No, thank you. I don't even trust myself with that, okay? No. I like drinking on a plane, and they put my crippled self up front. Oh, that's another thing. They were like, just so you know, you can bring your alcohol on the plane, but you are not allowed to open and drink your alcohol on the plane. I'm like, why do we need to tell people this?
When did they start that?
I don't know, but I looked around and I was like, is Rochelle here? Is that what they're doing? They're talking to Rochelle? No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
Jackie's getting herself worked up already.
They're not going to make you sit in the back.
They don't. They make you sit down in the bottom with the luggage.
Stop with the poop jokes. You sound like homesteaders. Haha. That's why I like traveling with Sir Grace. He's royalty, and I like the perks. Flying alone is a bummer. I'm a normal person. Yeah. Yeah, you're just a normal peasant, Glenda.
A peasant?
A peasant without her husband.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not paying $12 for a tiny bottle. I'll be looking over to the lady next door, and she's like, guzzling. No, I'm joking.
Oh.
Put the gin in your water bottle. Sorry, it might be the reason for the new drinking rule. It's Bowen. He's the one that did it. But it was really funny, though, the whole thing. I was like, this just doesn't sound right to me. But I don't know. What do I know? I don't fly that often.
I don't know.
All right.
Well,
It's getting
look,
late.
it is getting late.
And
It's
I'm
probably
tired.
time for me to get off of here because I still have a lot to do tomorrow at work.
Yeah.
But we definitely appreciate everybody getting in here. Let's see what this final poll is.
Yeah.
I want to
Sorry,
close.
my glasses, my eyes are really watering. Jackie, you gave me something with my eyes. My eyes are watering too. Oof.
You were laughing at her.
I think so.
We're going to end the poll, and it looks like
She's right. She's right, Jackie. You're going to be fine, Jackie. You're going to be fine. It's going to be wonderful. It's like mini bar pricing.
it looks like sharing it is at 62%. They win for the night.
Look at all our nice friends. Oh, I love you guys. You guys are so.
They are very, very kind people.
But again, I think a lot of people do controlled sharing too.
They're kind enough to come in here and support us every Thursday, even though we just talk about
Nonsensical stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you so much. Hey, thank you guys all so much for saying that you're praying for me and stuff. And thank you so much. Yeah, if you watch phone all day like me, your eyes water. Well, I haven't been watching my phone all day, but tonight it's been really bad. But thank you guys so much for all your support and your love. I really appreciate you guys so much. And thanks for coming in, even though we're kind of like, you know, states away. I appreciate you guys coming in and watching the split screen tonight and still being here for your Thursday therapy sesh. So anyway, we'll see you guys next week. We'll be here. I'll be home next Wednesday, so I'll be here next Thursday.
Hey, who likes their spouse being next to them and not halfway across the country? Farmers do.
Farmers' wives do too. Good night, guys. Thank you again. See
Bye.
you soon. Bye.